or so % attack. But again, letting every structure go down that they possibly can, because you never know. I mean, it's better safe than sorry. No reason to end an attack early. What if it comes down to a tie?
That's right. In a tie game, if the stars are even, it's the attack percentage that will determine the winner.
All right, so there is your highlight, and in come those El Primos towards the core of this base. Nice to watch them go through here. After they go through that jump spell, they're using some of the other open walls, but man, they just blast through walls. It's exciting. It's actually a shame that they're only a seasonal troop.
Yeah, stars didn't align here for a 3-star attack for our team. Let's see if Yang can do any better. We're in attack number 12, so later half of the first day. So far they did very well. I mean, 2 stars everywhere, 59%. That was our lowest so far. So let's see if Yang can top that up and bring us maybe another 3-star. I want to see one. Give us one.
Absolutely. So, hey, Woody, did you get a chance to talk to Yang about his pregame ritual? I'm just curious.
You know, I didn't. That's a pretty interesting one, though. Clean up my toes. Yang clearly has got his mind on the right sort of things here. I don't think he's actually playing with his toes, but I don't want to rule it out by necessity.
Well, I don't know that one either, but
you clean your toes up before each attack, too, right, Galadon?
Well, I would hope so, but you can see Yang also is, his name here is YYNNNN, which I took to mean yes, yes, no, 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 no.
Exactly what I say near the end of pretty much every single one of my attacks. Yang actually also has 2 kids, and he says that he cares deeply about his family. He actually gave them permission to delete the game. If he ever gets too addicted to it, he said, you know what, go ahead and delete it. So before each attack, he says, I love you very much. He goes to his family, he says, just give me 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Tries to not get too sucked in, you know?
Well, great free spell right here on the Town Hall. Good rage to help keep that queen up, and you see the healers trying to keep her up through that air defense there. Now they're going to be safe. Archer Queen going to get out a lot of high-value defenses right here. And now, ooh, a couple of Ice Golems. So 2 Ice Golems. This will be interesting to watch this interaction between the Ice Golems and the Archer Queen.
We got an Archer Tower and an Inferno Tower locked onto her now, and she is frozen solid. Fortunately, those healers are raged up, and they're going to be able to keep her nice and healthy through the fire and the flames.
And the key right there is that those healers were just out of reach of the freeze. Had that freeze caught the healers as well, totally different story. Healers keep the queen up, really nothing but time delay right there. And time could be of the essence right here, Woody. We're just over a minute left, and we're just getting our first look. Look at the miners.
They're starting to burrow in that top section, but I think you're right, Galadon. With only a minute left, this is going to be a tough pull for Yang. He's not even gotten that 2nd star yet, and as these miners finally start to cross that halfway point and target onto this Eagle artillery, they're going to get a nice little heal spell to keep them nice and healthy. Still lots of splash damage in that center compartment of the base with a multi-target Inferno and 2 Wizard Towers just raining down Hellfire on them. Yeah, listen to the excitement from the clan. I can't tell if they think this is going to be a 3-star yet or not. It looks like there's plenty of power left from the troops to get through, but you're just about 30 seconds left, and you have almost a third of this base to go. The miners are quick, but you've got no spells remaining right here. 1 little loon left in tow, but just going to use that over on the right side of the base now to try to help out with the Archer Tower. It goes down pretty quick. It's going to be so close again, Woody, as we've got 15 seconds left and about 20 structures left, though, unfortunately. And the miners, the queen, everybody working together, but it looks like we're going to have a time fail on our hands. Unfortunately, we will once again, Galadon. We were north of 90% now, but just couldn't manage to get all 3 stars in the bag. Nevertheless, we are going to see a lead now for I Dream of Joining the Soybeans. It's 26-23, so that's a nice little 3-star advantage now. That is a comfortable lead with 12 attacks complete, but once again, I think that maybe those Ice Golems, a big part of what stalled this attack longer than he had hoped, and just had the units, not the time. Wasn't enough to keep the queen alive. I mean, we saw it. Normally we say like, oh, the queen walk was a bit too short in the end, fell short, didn't get the 3 stars. Everyone was still alive, but then time hit you right in the face. Make sure that you can't have those 3 stars. Lala, one step a bit more luck for that attack, maybe getting 3 stars. Let's see. Absolutely. Again, you know, it's not just about the stars they score against the Grease clan, but what
stars they can accumulate in these wars that will total up at the end of the week. Only the top 2 clans get to go to the first ever Champion 1 League.
Lala is a very pensive planner, doesn't talk much in voice chat, but very chatty in text, talking with his clanmates about the best ways to attack certain bases and planning and strategizing. We see in this case it's going to be a mostly ground attack, even though he does love to use Lava Hound and balloons. He's going in with the P.E.K.K.A.s this time. We're seeing quite a bit more P.E.K.K.A. play recently in the past couple of months, Galadon.
Yep, the P.E.K.K.A.s really coming in a lot, and especially because what you see one more time, all the Inferno Towers are set to multi, which is tough in a situation like you've got here, as the healers are going to need a heal spell in order to keep up. But that definitely makes big units, strong units like the P.E.K.K.A., the heroes, much stronger in attacks like this. That's a tough call at the bottom, though, as those healers are just trying to get out of range of that multi-target Inferno.
Absolutely devastating damage against one of the most important attacking forces in this setup. Those healers do manage to survive, but with an Expo targeting onto them now, they're not going to be there too much longer. The Queen Walk is pretty successful, though, and we're going to see the main thrust of the attack in the top corner now. It's bowling time, and they've landed a strike on that Town Hall.
They sure have, and that's your second star, 57%. The Queen Walk is still working down at the bottom of your screen as bowlers go flying. All 3 Inferno Towers are left, though, and this is going to be tough one more time. Good freeze in the center. Kind of stopping everything. Maybe that was a, was that another ice golem? Oh, man, those things, oh, it's just been so much fun to watch those in action. And that looks like quickly whatever was in the core got wiped out there, unfortunately, but another solid 2-star. And they've got to be happy over there. Lala putting up the 2-star. Again, this is going to be the strategy that we see from most clans, making sure that you never end up with a 1-star attack. Much more important than the 2 versus 3.
Yeah, I would imagine that Lala made a bit of a miscalculation there, hoping that that Inferno Tower would go down on the outside or at least not fry those healers. Losing the Queen Walk on the bottom left a lot of those defensive structures still up, and that was just dealing too much splash damage for the ground troops up on the top left compartment to be able to handle.
Exactly, and that's one of the interesting things about the way the dynamics work, single versus multi. Single is tough on the Queen, multi is tough on our healers.
You can't really find a way through that. That's how it is. 28 stars. 28 stars they got.
Yep, 2 more stars from this attack from Lala, so they have pulled out to a 4-star lead with, I believe, 13 attacks down.
Yeah, they have another 2 attacks coming up, so it's not over yet. There's still a chance to have even more stars and punish their opponent a bit more. Make sure that they stay on top, and it's LP up next. 14th attack for the green soybeans.
Yep, so right away we take a look at the Inferno Towers, all set to multi one more time. We've got Queen Walk Miner, and looks like a Stone Slammer in store. So it'll be interesting to watch where that Stone Slammer goes. Now it should come in here and watch the Stone Slammer on the bomb tower annihilate these walls right here and create a path for the Archer Queen to move in, and that is obviously what L period wants to happen as the King is moved out to the right to try to funnel to the right of the Town Hall.
All right, the Queen's getting in nice and close here, but that CC is going to start distracting her pretty soon. We see a Witch coming out of there, and that's great placement on that Poison Spell to be able to take out her skeletons and get some good damage on her, Galadon.
Yeah, that is nice to see. Definitely prepared right there for the Witch to come out. Archer Queen gets that Town Hall down. Barb King's funnel is down pretty quickly on the right-hand side. The heroes taking out nearly a third of this base, but more importantly, the Town Hall is down, and the Barbarian King, which is the absolute worst enemy to the miners, is going to be out of the way before a single miner hits the field.
Chop, chop, chopping through that Archer Queen, but her Royal Cloak ability keeps her nice and healthy. She's going to pull out the rest of that CC and pop it down so that it causes no more problems for these miners. They're taking a little bit of damage out the right side thanks to a few bombs and some skeletons spawning out there, but with the Grand Warden helping them out, and not too many splash defenses on the right side of the space.
Yep, and
they're going to be pretty strong.
Your first heal spell goes down well timed. You can see this really narrow path. Notice how the funneling has created an extremely predictable path for the miners, and that's going to make it that much easier to predict with a heal spell exactly how to heal as many as you possibly can. Here, almost every miner is in that second heal spell.
Not deterred at all by that tornado trap either. Thankfully, they're going to finally go for that Eagle Artillery. It can cause a lot of trouble for little packed up troops like these miners, but they're getting a little distracted by that Archer Queen out there.
Yeah, did you see them? They gave up on the Eagle Artillery and went after the Archer Queen first.
There's one little lonely miner who said, nah, forget that. I'm going to keep going on this artillery. pops it down, but I'm still seeing a lot of defenses here. Multi-target Inferno at the bottom and the top of the base. That Grand Warden going down, and we passed the 2-star mark now. It's not a complete failure. L-Period probably hoping that he got a little bit more value out of those miners to finish off that bottom multi-Inferno, but where are these Wizards going to be going now, Galadon?
Well, every attack planned definitely